2 quick points. One, it's because you're a bean eater. And 2, it's probably because they're just vastly insecure people that don't feel comfortable within their own reality.
90% of people reading this haven't subscribed. Why?
Just do it!
All right, guys, we're about to react to this Clint Wulf video. I think it may be time I quit Guardian Tales. We've already ragged on Clint once on this channel. We've roasted him to all end be all. But we even have him here in the chat. So let's just see how much of a fool he looks.
You're not using skill to get where you are. You aren't using big brain IQ plays to get where you are. You're using the hidden wallet jutsu.
You are? Uh-oh. You about to call this pay to win game? Let me turn the volume down a bit. Looks like it's getting loud.
It's a different type of video today. I really I just need to talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I need to talk to the community, specifically the Guardian Tales community.
Okay.
I'm feeling some type of way, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really feeling some type of way. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you to all of my subscribers and all the people in the Guardian Tales community that understand what YouTube guides are for. They understand that I'm not speaking from the standpoint of my viewpoint is the only one that's correct and all that other stuff. They understand that I'm just giving you advice or information based off of what I've experienced in the game, what my community around me has experienced in the game, information I'm giving for other people. I do tons of research. By now, most of y'all should know I have multiple accounts spanning across pretty much every server. You know what I'm saying? So, well, at least NA and KR server. I got NA1, NA2, KR, and I'm even thinking about making some of the other accounts just so I can be able to have access to the rankings and stuff like that as well myself. But
quitting and making new accounts. That's next level.
How much day. This is my job. I literally make a living off of Guardian Tales. I don't think that would be possible if there weren't a large amount of people that found the information that I gave out to be helpful. So I want to appreciate those of you who do take the time out to, you know, tell me, yo, like, I appreciate you giving out this information. Even if you don't necessarily agree completely or 100% with.
Hey, Clint, I appreciate you giving out the information, my dude.
My methods or my thought processes, that's the beautiful part about a game like this. There's multiple ways to play Guardian Tales, and honestly, there's no one real true way to play. There's no one real true hero that, you know, there's no one real true hero that's just completely trash or anything like that as far as unique heroes go. Everybody has their uses. Everyone can be useful in some way. Everyone can be buffed to the point by other unique heroes or other heroes, period, to the point to where they're playable, or whatever it may be. And I appreciate everyone that does take the time out to, like, let me.
It made the piece relevant. Idle Eva.
We know how much time it probably takes to do what you do. We see that you upload 2-3 times a day. You give us as much content as we could possibly want on Guardian Tales. Not only that, it's entertaining. I'm not or doing the same.
Hey, don't call me out like that, Clint.
Dumbass meme clips and the same mobile gaming style that every other mobile gaming YouTuber is using. I'm tired of getting disrespected though, bro. I really am. I have no issue with people not agreeing with me. That's fine, bro. But I even pinned it in the comment, you know what I'm saying? And it gets to a point to where it's like, yo, I'm gonna say something. Like, I know a lot of you feel like I shouldn't let it get to me or whatever like that, but at the end of the
You haven't called me out yet. I already feel offended. Dang, I'm in for a hard video.
You can't say that to me because anybody that's working any job, anybody in any profession, when someone criticizes your work in a way that you feel is unfair, or they criticize your work in a way that attacks you as a person and what you bring to the table, you're going to take offense to it and you're going to feel some type of way. And I just have to have a platform to be able to let you know that's bullshit, bro. I mean, I'm tired of dealing with it.
That is bullshit. Some of y'all have the weirdest freaking ways to insult us, and it's pretty humorous. I've had 2 different people tell me that I'm stupid because I haven't grown out my hair. What? What does that even mean?
You know, I'm not gonna entertain it. I don't want the toxicity. I don't want you guys coming over here and shitting on stuff that literally takes hours and hours and hours to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy. I don't understand how anybody can sit at home, sit behind their keyboard, and type out a comment that takes 30 seconds to write, completely disparaging the person and the work that the person has put in that's literally taken hours, maybe days to put together.
Well, 2 quick points. One, it's because you're a bean eater. And 2, it's probably because they're just vastly insecure people that don't feel comfortable within their own reality.
For your entertainment. If you don't like it, don't say anything. You know what I'm saying? My grandma told
just
me
downvote and move on.
God rest her soul. My grandma told me a long time ago, if you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say it. Because what are you gaining from that? Like, how does that make you feel better to sit here and attack me and tell me how stupid I must be and all this other stuff?
That's fair, Shiako. That's fair.
I don't have the same exact opinion of you on a particular hero.
That's also true, Shaman.
Really, bro?
Thank you, Lucky. I appreciate that fact.
In the Guardian Tales community, I'm speaking a lot about the Guardian Tales community because the tryhards in the Guardian Tales community, y'all are making me sick to my stomach, bro. The whales in the Guardian Tale community, y'all are making me sick to my stomach, bro. I literally, and I'm not even about to sit here and I'm not gonna be humble. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. I'm not gonna be humble. I literally have carried Guardian Tales to the forefront of a lot of the mobile gaming community's eyes, bro. I was one of the first bigger creators, or a first creator that gets a decent sized audience to each video. I was one of the first creators to put this game on the map, and I'm still leading the charge on that.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
Of course, there's other creators getting views as well. Everybody has their audience. Everybody has their cup of tea that they like. You know, everybody doesn't like my delivery. They feel like I'm too much, and that's fine. That's fine. That's why it's great that we have different personalities. Gotcha Jay is out here making Guardian Tales content. Great Guardian Tales content. That's the homie. You know what I'm saying? But when other YouTubers...
Bro, I'm offended. I don't know why, but you said my name. We got to start beef now.
And I guess I should give you a pass because you don't really have a huge audience. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't really have a huge audience. If you tried anything outside of Guardian Tales, you would fail. We seen that on your channel, right, Z? Right, Z? Other YouTubers coming into my channel and commenting disrespectful ass paragraphs telling me why I should not be doing this, and this, and like just, that's not your place, bro. Do you not know YouTube etiquette? You don't do that kind of thing, bro. If you don't agree, you just don't agree. You make your own video. Do what you're supposed to do as a YouTuber. Make your own video. You know what I'm saying? Giving out the information that you want to give out. I made the video giving out the information I want to give out. And I take feedback from people that have valuable feedback to give if they feel like I was kind of missing the mark on somebody. For instance, let's go, for example, the March grades I just put out. Do you realize how much work, time, and thought has to go into coming up with, 4, 5 different grade categories for every single hero in the game? There's currently 23 in the game. I did 22 in that video.
I think when I did my top 10 and all the rankings for that, it took me about 14 hours to do. So he ain't kidding. I mean, it takes a lot of time to do these videos.
4 or 5 different categories graded for essentially from D to A plus to S. So you're taking into account D, D plus, C minus, C, C plus, B minus, B, B plus. And then you slightly disagree on how I might rate a hero in raid or a specific category, and then you shit on the entire video and tell people how they shouldn't listen to me and all this other crazy. Are you crazy, bro? How about you take the time out to put content together that's captivating, that people want to watch, that looks good, that has nice quality, that's entertaining and informative, pretty much letting them know exactly how every single character works, and you put your own grades to them? Why come over to what I'm doing and not just say you disagree, but then go as far as, oh, I feel sorry for new players watching? You shouldn't. You shouldn't. There's majority. I get 90+% like to dislike ratio on all my videos. 90+% of the people watching my videos feel that the information I give out is helpful. So maybe you need to reevaluate the closed-minded way that you're looking at how you play the game, or, you know, maybe you need to reevaluate how you impose your thought process on other people. That's the difference. I'm not telling people my way is the only way. I'm telling people this is a way, and this is a way you can look at it. This is my line of thinking when I'm grading these heroes. This is why I graded them like this. If you disagree, let me know. I might bump them up, bump them down, depending on, some of y'all feedback. And I will do that on the April grades. And that's what y'all don't understand. These grades, they're not just my grades. They're from the community. They're from me. They're from so many different sources, bro. So many.
There's not really ways you can say it's wrong either.
So I will adjust according to community feedback and just according to how people figure out how to use these heroes and make them become better. But I'm sorry, all of you guys is pissing on me because of Lynn.
Like, for real, like, probably the difference between the majority of the Guardians is like, what, 10 to 20% at max, and that's factoring in the team composition. Like, if you truly can't get so nitpicky to the point that you want to start fighting people over where they rank these Guardians and stuff, because the game is pretty much balanced around core ideas. And honestly, the meta is the way the meta is because people are coming to consensus of the way that things are being played currently. But you can be contrarian to that, and if you grind, you can prove it wrong and people will adapt to you. Like, Guardian Tales is balanced enough for all of these ideas to fit into one. So you can't really fight a true ranking based off the way that someone else interprets the game. But you could potentially utilize that to surpass it or adapt to it. And so I don't really understand why people would get in like such a tizzy over stuff like this. I mean, like, it's super useful for new people to understand. These ranking videos are good for the core audience groups to further educate themselves on the game. But for the top end of the meta, these people are already making their ideas. They're already wrong about other ideas, and they can already be countered by other ideas. I mean, for them to show up and try to be the vocal minority, I mean, sure, but I feel like it's an ego complex sometimes as well.
Shut up. She can
yeah, there you go. Shut up.
Bro. Knock it off. Knock it off. There's a reason people don't use her like that. You know what I'm saying? Or there's only a couple people in the top 10, or there's a few people in the top 1, Luli, or whatever your name is, that use Lynn. And then you want to feel like because you use Lynn and you rank number 1 or whatever, then that discredits everything. That doesn't change the fact that she can still get wrecked. She still can get wrecked rather easily. You're a whale. You're a whale. Your scale is different anyways. I don't care what you say. If you're top 100, top 10, you're spending money.
That's why Bari can't be higher, right? Like, Bari and Garam, they do insane amount of DPS, but the reason why they can't be like tip top in the largest generic things is because, one, they have like this higher range, which puts them above like 98% of the market, right? Like, all of the other heroes out there, well-built Bari and Garam will destroy just about all of it. Until somebody else comes along with units that are just as equipped and are served towards that. But it costs a lot more to get those units to that point than something like Garam and Bari, even though it is pretty expensive to get Bari to that end because she's not really usable until you have that May roll and she can get that other passive into place. There's a longer leeway for those, but they can't be at the tip top because of those reasons. And it's not just about like, these rankings can't just reflect one style of play. Like, a lot of people will want to grade a hero just purely based off how they do in arena. Okay, that's like a 1v1 that requires skill. Like, to me, I think something like Coliseum minus the AI should actually signify how well a unit actually is, because it's designed to be a compositional game, not so much an arena game. And we're about to see that because they're coming out with co-op modes and co-op arenas. And when it's no longer 1v1 and there's these team comps, then all these units have very different priorities. Like the Veronica that came out that everybody's hating on, you will see Veronica go very high up into priority for a lot of different people once it actually comes to making team compositions around these niche units. Same with like Future Knight is a really good example of somebody that also will become top tier meta once these things happen. And Gabriel, like, yeah, Noxia is going to be insane. Yeah, all these other 1v1 heroes, Beth, are going to be insane. But the second that co-op and arena, like co-op arena comes into place, you're going to see a lot of different things change. So, I mean, it doesn't truly make sense to just jump down people's throats because someone is top one in a 1v1 format. That doesn't truly make them a better hero in a compositional game.
So your whole perspective is skewed. You don't have any, you're not using skill to get where you are. You aren't using big brain IQ plays to get where you are. You're using the hidden wallet jutsu.
Yep.
So what do you, shut up. Okay? Okay? And I don't care. Like if you're upset at how I'm speaking to you or whatever, think about how I feel when I'm seeing thousands of comments or hundreds of comments or the same group of people constantly harassing, bro, and constantly just saying unnecessarily snide stuff. It's not funny. I don't think it's cute. I'm not the type of YouTuber that I feel akin to people that's being disrespectful or disparaging. It's not cool to me. You're not endearing yourself to me doing that. If you are a fan or if you are someone that doesn't enjoy watching my content, I don't play like that, bro. I don't like that. I don't do that. I don't do the say the meanest thing you can say about me, but it's all love though. No, I'm going to block you. I don't want to see it. I don't have time. I want to see people that have something useful to say, something meaningful to say in a respectful way, in a human way, in the same way you would say it to me if we're sitting face to face.
That's too intimate.
Because 99% of the comments I'm talking about,
I felt like you were in the room with me right there.
You would not dare fix your mouth to say that to anybody you're sitting face to face with. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? So just think about all that. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just think about all that. Think about being more gracious. Think about being more humble. Think about being more open-minded. Think about just being less disrespectful, being more human.
There we go.
Thoughtful. Think about
care for each other, man.
Version of yourself today.
Care for each other because it's just freaking Guardian Tales, guys. Like, this game is designed for casual people. It is stupid, fun, and funny. It's Guardian Tales. Just care for each other, man. Like, there's no reason to be disrespectful in Guardian Tales.
You know, I've taken time out my schedule to go into the freaking Guardian Tales official Discord and talk to people that want to talk crap about me because I had an opinion of Nari, you know what I'm saying? And I'll admit, you know, it wasn't the best opinion of her. It has since changed. But I had an opinion of her originally. I mean, it is what it is. I have my opinions. I'm entitled to have my opinions.
And he also brought something to my attention through that Nari video that he made where he was comparing her to Coco that he probably still to this day gets the most flack for. Like, I don't think people actually really realized until that he made that video that a lot of these 3 stars that led up till probably like Future Princess, no, a little bit before Future Princess, but around that time, that they were really just taking a 2-star hero and making a slightly better version. And I don't think anybody picked up on that until Nari. So him drawing that comparison was actually really helpful in a lot of ways. Even if Nari to Coco, even if it's pretty apparent that Nari is better than Coco in the grand scheme of things, comparing the two of them together and saying that Coco is budget, Nari is actual fact, okay? And if you are someone that was waiting for someone like a Future Princess to come in and wreck the game or an Ogma, you could have passed on Nari and gone with Future Princess. Like, it depends on how casual you are. So yes, the advice may not be truly like the best for the person that has 30,000+ gems and they can get enough to roll all of these different unit every other week type thing or every 2 weeks type, 3 weeks type thing. But like to the vast majority of people, it may have been okay to skip Nari, even if Nari is top tier. Like, there's different criteria that goes into recommending things to people. Like, when I recommend people, I'm like, okay, if you're a new player, maybe you could consider it. If you're a new player that has a good deal of gems, you still might want to skip, or you could be just trying to summon for the hero crystals. Or like, I try to break it out in that way because you ain't all in the same class of people. Like, you are all at different points in the game and it requires a little bit more unique advice. And so if you're going to critique him on anything, maybe you just throw that at him and be like, hey, dude, I think your advice was fine for this group of people, but it doesn't apply to everyone. In future videos, could you like try to help me understand like where I might fit in the game to help me understand? And I'm pretty sure Clint would just be like, hey, yeah, I got you. I can spend an extra 5 seconds to explain that to you. But I mean, again, all of these types of thoughts don't really occur until we as YouTubers throw something at the table and see what works, what people are actually eating, what makes the most sense for people. Because if I go out here and I make videos talking about, you know, top 1 guilds and what they're doing in the actual like guild raid content, that means that 99% of the people out there cannot relate to the video content whatsoever. And the only people that I'm talking to are the people that are actually doing that raid anyways. So they are just going to show up and nitpick everything I say. So like, who am I actually catering to? And it's not always about catering to your audience, right? But like a lot of the reasons why we do these things, I'll just speak for myself. I'm sure there's other people out there with other ambitions, is the community involvement, the community development. I really enjoy having people. I really enjoy when people say that I've become a friend to them and I get to learn part about their life and I get to be a part of their life and I get to know them in ways that are more important than even some of the friends that I have in real life, because we can have an intimate reaction in relationship through each other through a game like Guardian Tales as a medium. So like, okay, that's a rant that I don't remember the original point to. Anyways, there's a lot that goes into these things. Everything isn't just about, you know, getting the most views, the most clicks. It's about catering to a lot of different things. And sure, going niche is a very good way to grow your audience. And of course, every YouTuber does niche things, because as much as it is about growth, it's kind of hard at the same time to remember that each number is a person. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can approach this, and I can guarantee you as the commenter, you're probably not the person that's always the target of the video. And it's okay to just realize that, hey, this video is addressed at new people.
Period. Okay? But no, I'm not going to kiss your ass and lick your feet or anything like that over it, bro. And I took time out my day and went to go talk to some of the biggest shit talkers, biggest disparagers about my channel, to let them know, like, hey man, like, I understand you disagree, but that's all it has to be. It don't have to be all the disrespect, bro. But time and time again, I go to the Guardian Tales official Discord, and there's a couple of people who may mention me and just say stupid shit. And it's like, bro, why are you trying to trigger me? And then I say something to you, or I might hurt your feelings, and it's, oh, he's the YouTuber that's mean and disrespectful. No, you're mean, you're disrespectful, you're rude, you don't have any people skills, you hide behind a screen all day, you don't know how to talk to someone face to face, you don't understand how to operate with tact, you don't understand how to just be a human.
Okay, so I'll address this before it goes. So a lot of this type of reaction is because the way that entertainment is monetized and clickbaited towards growth, it actually is intentionally designed in a psychological way that distances people from the creator. So what you see behind the screen has been taught to us for the last few decades, that star power is something larger than life. But YouTube largely flips that on its head. And I mean, it's still going into that direction in some capacities, like PewDiePie and Ninja. They feel like people that if you ran into, you would feel like they're better than the vast majority of people, but they're not, you know, like they're just really rich YouTubers. Like that's what they are. They like to meme and do everything else. They still put their pants one leg on at a time. And I think a lot of people like to criticize people and say all these mean things, because it's like the same thing when you get mad and you throw your mom underneath the bus or something like that. You say really mean, hurtful things to the people that you love the most because you don't think they're going anywhere. And because you don't think that Clint's going to recognize that you said it, because he's this larger than life YouTuber that isn't going to see what you say. So you can just vent and get something that you internally feel that you may not even recognize you can feel out there on the table. But I mean, we're just dudes. I mean, I think it's hilarious when people shows up and talks about my production you and stuff like that. And like, hey, you should have been more diligence towards these things. Why haven't you played these 40 different gacha games? Dude, I'm just a dude. We are just dudes, okay? We are no different than you.
So I'm getting to the point where I'm really starting to kind of lose my. I love Guardian Tales. I love the game itself, but some of the people in the community, bro. Part of the community is really making me really second guess. It's really making me second guess. It's making me want to find something else. Now, of course, that would be letting them win, which you're not going to win. I'm going to continue making Guardian Tales content, but I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's getting to a point where it's like it's not y'all are not putting enough respect on my name and understanding that
we're all dudes.
I am definitely contributing to the success of this game. Whether you want to believe it or not.
Welcome to Good Burger, homo to Good Burger. Can I get your order?
This game already. So I'm a huge contributor for Guardian Tales. I'm just saying, put some respect on it. Bag off a little bit, relax. Y'all gotta chill, bro. As always, I do this for the Wolfpack. And I'll see y'all with the KR Meta Forecast. I'll upload that tomorrow on Sunday. All right. So we'll upload the KR Meta Forecast tomorrow. See y'all then.
I think it may be time I quit Guardian Tales, not clickbait. I think it's a little clickbait. Little bit. I don't think that there's truly, you're probably like 10% of the way out right now. I'll say you're like 10% of the way out. And for good reason. People are being dicks to you. I think, like, anytime someone says something disrespectful to me, I just go, your mom. Or just something's over the top dumb. So they just like, hey, I'm legit taking a week to find something new. I hear that, man. I think you can cover multiple games too, but this is like, you definitely deserve more respect than people give you. That's for sure, man.